10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo sé que tu músico es de pago y la fama es lo original, es que no tiene por qué. Yo soy el caballo de Kira, mejor conocido como... Your passion is seen and schooled in the reason or not to wait. It ain't a crime to be good to yourself. Get it up. The time comes. Save the dance. Oh, let's save the dance. Yes, save the dance.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good golly, Miss Molly. Welcome to the show. And you'll be welcome to it by the end, I'm sure. Today, we celebrate the nadir of music on film with our attempt to sum up the worst music videos of all time. Subjectively, of course, because one person's worst video of all time may be somebody else's favorite, and they may love it. But I think we could have some fun here. And we'll also we'll try to collect as we go the worst of the worst. So when we do go over to X and Rumble exclusively, we can actually play the full video. Whereas here on YouTube, we'll just show some images, I think. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that we subjectively have put forward. You guys can throw a couple we might not have thought of in the chat, and we'll take it from there. So I'd like to welcome two of my fellow sufferers today who suffered for this art by suggesting stuff that we should include. So welcome to my friends Cypher Chaos and Dr. Michael Jones. How are you both?
I am
Good.
Great.
Great. Good to see you here. Thank you once again for joining us. Cy, can I see your t-shirt, please?
Oh, yes. Well, I can't show it to you because, as you can see,
I was killed in Death Wish 3.
Oh, wow. I didn't even notice you were wearing that shirt when I brought it up.
Yeah.
That is an outstanding shirt. And of course, that
Yeah.
means you are not here. You're not actually here. Charles Bronson did you the favor of selecting you for
Yes.
elimination. But at least he didn't use a rocket launcher.
Well, I was within 500 feet of him, so it was my time.
It was your time, yes. You went very close to a woman he'd once spoken to
Yeah.
at the coffee
And,
machine, which was
that's what it
enough to
was.
mark her for death. So, yeah, good to see you guys. I know you both put forward some selections for this. I know, Sai, you put forward quite a few.
Yep.
Is this a subject you'd ever really thought about before?
No, but when you brought it up, I'm like, I can think of a few.
Yeah, I did think about it myself for a while. Like, what constitutes a terrible or a bad music video? So, Michael, what would you say were some of the criteria in your mind?
I just think low production cost. I'd say the comparable factor would be a B movie, right?
Yeah.
But the thing that gets me is you have A+ talent putting forth B-type video.
Yes.
So, I mean, you have these bands like, say, Rolling Stone, Beatles, Queen, whatever,
Yeah.
right? They have all this money, all of these resources, and they put forth something that like iMovie quality, some intern put a little video clip together, that's what I would constitute a bad video. Because I mean, if you're like an indie band and you don't have the money to produce a video, then okay, I get it. You don't have the resources.
Yeah,
to
I've
put
done
forth
plenty
a
of
good
those.
video,
Yeah, it's not necessarily the low production quality, because as you say, people that have got low production cost or don't have the money, they're going to make something that looks pretty rough. Also, people can make stuff that looks pretty rough deliberately, and that fits the ethos of the song. Like I could think of Neil
Right.
Young's "Piece of Trash" video, for instance, where he's literally
Right.
literally it doesn't look great because it's not meant to.
I mean, I think of the Rolling Stones in particular, and I didn't send you this one, but "So Cold." It's
Yeah,
like
we might
shot in
take-
a mental hospital, and Mick Jagger's just waving his ass the whole time.
Well,
I
he
don't know.
featured on a couple of ideas, because there's that one, you're right, and there's also the Bowie dancing in the street one, where the two of them are
Yeah.
dancing like lunatics, and
Mm,
it's kind of embarrassing now when you look at it.
But I mean, even David Bowie, I think of that one with Fashion.
Yeah,
It looks, very cheap.
yeah. So I mean, so cheap is right, but Si, would you say that too expensive might be an issue too? Like look at Duran Duran spending $1 million on a video.
yeah, you can spend way too much money on a video and it just not be a good idea on the outset. So
Yeah, I mean, Duran Duran were famous, and a lot of those were directed by Lol Cream and Kevin Godley of 10cc or post 10cc. They I think it was Girls on Film cost $1 million to make that video.
Well, I sent you Planet Earth, and that looked like it was
Planet Earth.
on Krypton.
That one looked like they spent $3
I mean, it's
trying
just
to make it look like $1 million.
on a bad soundstage, green screen,
Yeah,
ice planet,
yeah, and I think the other, what was the other one I was thinking of? Like, well, because Michael Jackson's Thriller, which, well, I think most people would agree is a phenomenal piece of filmmaking,
Oh yeah.
did cost $800,000, but you can see the $800,000
Right.
was worth
Wow.
it.
Especially with the special effects and the makeup.
Yeah. So that's one thing. I think Davina's nailed another thing, which is that old and middle-aged musicians mugging for the camera, especially when MTV arrived and they had to say, oh my God, this is a video thing now. We got to be on screen as well as just, showing our butt crack off on stage when we bend over to pick up the plectrum.
What are your thoughts on November Rain? Because that was always on the top 1 or 2 in MTV's countdowns in the 80s.
I've never I quite enjoyed it, but it is very overblown, which is another trope, which is massive, overblown story to go with the song, which kind of just blows everything wildly out of proportion. And now when you look back on it, you think, oh God, I mean, that's just so pretentious. So
Because you when the MTV, it seemed like every 3 months did like a top 20 or top 25 videos of all time, and it was either Thriller or November Rain.
I liked it, but I think now looking back on it, it's a little bit pretentious.
Or Sledgehammer. That was always in the top 5.
Sledgehammer is a good one, but Peter Gabriel also had some poor ones. Like Games Without Frontiers hasn't aged well as a video.
Like the 3-Face Baby and him dancing in a unitard. It's just
which is another one of the problems, which is when video technology came in, on computer graphics, they all went nuts with it, not realizing how badly that shit would age.
But it's a great song, though.
Oh, and that's one of the things you can have.
Right.
Great song, terrible video.
Games Without Frontiers.
You can have great artists, and you look at the one of their videos maybe, and you think, oh my God, what the hell were they thinking? There's some publicist is going to get fired after that. But you could also have a terrible song with an equally terrible video, which is the do factor, not the trifecta. And then, of course, you've got something that's so bad that you could actually say it's entertaining in its own right. That's because it's so bad. The Canon films of videos, perhaps,
Yep.
or worse. So there's all these categories. But yeah, you can have and you have artists like you mentioned, Peter Gabriel, David Bowie, sort of Queen, a couple of minor Queen ones. Queen
Well, when
made
I
some
was in-
great videos, but they made some terrible ones too.
When I was in high school in the early 90s, it seemed like Aerosmith always had really good videos or popular videos. Or what's the one where the teacher was a dude?
Dude looks like a lady.
No. This was like a 90s.
Oh, all right, I can't remember now.
I can't
Crazy.
think of the song. Yeah, Crazy. I think
Was it
that's-
Crazy?
I
Can't
think
remember.
so.
Or Love in an Elevator. See, they made some good ones, but they also made Pink, which is a
Right.
terrible video because a lot of the other ones that have morphing in them,
Right.
they're not good. Really, they didn't age well.
You know who produced really good videos is Anton Corbin.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He did some for Nirvana and Depeche Mode,
yeah,
like in Heart-Shaped Box.
yeah. That's a good one. Russell Mulcahy before Highlander made a few good ones. Even the Scott brothers, Ridley and Tony, made music videos back in
Yeah.
the day. Yeah, the guy that did all the Cure stuff, and I can't remember his name. He did a lot of videos, but a lot of directors got their start on music videos.
David
Some-
Fincher.
David Fincher.
Did
Some of them
Madonna.
some of them got their finish on music videos too.
Yeah.
So it's something that reminded you of Pink. Pink is a great song. See that Pink is a great song, but in a questionable video, I would say. Aerosmith Pink. So I'd like to say hello to everybody in the chat, just briefly before we get seriously launched into this topic. As I say later on, we're going to try and enlist your help to pick the 5 or 6 worst of the worst, which we will play on Rumble and X later. There is a link pinned for the Rumble side of things, and I can see. Hang on, Vince is already holding the fort down over there. D-Bud's over there, so we'll eventually end up there, all of us, I hope. So Vince is here. Good to see you, my friend. Scrolling down, we have that hoser, Lord Thoth. There's some Canadian entries on the list today. You'll be pleased to know for worse.
What are your thoughts on music videos that served as an advertisement for films?
I think they could be good, but it depends on the movie. So
Because
look
I
at
know James Bond had a few of those.
they did. The one that would come to my mind as a good one was Princes of the Universe by Queen, which I think really perfectly used Christopher Lambert to come in during the video. It used the set on the roof for the, what's that? Cup, something, silver cup, state backdrop. That one used it very well, but some of them, like some of the Aerosmith ones, are like Armageddon, are really just kind of an advert. So anyway, Lord Thoth Tim is here. He's talking about December. Yeah, we will. I think we'll do that. I've actually planned out every show for the rest of the year, but I had one slot left in December, so we may do a George Harrison.
And you are
Tribute.
doing Invasion USA for Christmas.
Yes, that's the Christmas movie this year.
And that's one reason why I bought that.
Yeah, you bought 3
Yep.
Canon classics in for $5.
Oh my god.
Size here. D-Bud Martin is here. Good to see you, D-Bud. There is Billy Squire was in not all the baddest ones were in the montage, but some of the bad ones were.
Yeah.
Who else have we got with us today? Southern Viking. Good to see you.
So
Davina
that's my
is here.
challenge. I have a challenge for the audience until your show on Invasion USA. Everybody go out there and try to find the most canon-like video out there, music video. I don't want to hijack your show, but
No. That's a
I'm
good
just-
challenge. A music
I'm
video.
curious to see who can
Music-
find the most canon-like.
A music video
Music
that
video.
reminds you of Canon. There's got Agadoo. I forgot about Agadoo. We might check that out. We might just add that to the list.
So I'll bring that up here and there.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
Agadoo
curious.
is an example of a terrible song with a terrible video. Yeah, Canon. So the Canon film's equivalent of a music video.
So it's got to have a lot of explosions and violence and
And
canon-like themes.
some really large-breasted girls occasionally. Some
Right.
ninjas.
It could be a good video and a good song. I would just want the most canon type.
Could have some ninjas. Soul Assassin's
Right.
here. You could see Soul Assassin.
Lots of guns.
Hijackers.
Guns.
If I missed anybody, my apologies, but let's just and keep the chat going,
Or sexy space vampires.
Up.
and I'll keep an eye on Rumble.
Anyways.
Disciples.
Katie
That's-
Bear is over in Rumble, and he's mentioning Robin Hood. So there you go. Everything I do for you,
Yeah, that was a good
for
one.
you to
Yep.
do things you do for you.
Kiss from a Rose was okay.
Kiss from a Rose. So I actually wanted to start with, though, the history, because I'm into this stuff. So that before we get to the shitty music videos, the history of music and video together, and we have to go back to the mists of time, where we had in early days where the stereo opticon would match up slides, especially your PowerPoint presentation back in the 1880s. The
Sounds like something
slides
Doctor Who would use.
with the music, with a singer or an orchestra, and they'd match it up. The Little Lost Girl, Little Lost Child being one of the favorites of that era.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look at that policeman today. You wouldn't get a policeman behaving as honourably as that now. They'd be arresting the girl for upsetting the wrong
Right.
people or something.
Holding a baseball bat.
Ryan,
That's right, holding a baseball bat. Yeah, stereo opticon. And
raising
then
my hand to
things,
talk.
and they made quite, and then they moved on to they moved on to the era of the Edison. Well, there's some of the images from the Little Lost Child, and there's a whole lot of these. A lot of the images survived, but I don't know. It wasn't filmed. So then they moved on to the kinetophone, kinetophone, Edison's, and there was rivals. And there you see, there's a hand. I mean, that's the setup I've still got in my basement here to play music.
Brian,
So
I
they
think you got
matched.
someone. Brian,
Hey,
you got someone waiting in your back room. I
I
think.
do. Oh, is it Disciple? Sorry, sorry, mate.
Disciple, yeah.
Hello, Disciple. Sorry about that.
Oh, I'm hoarse from yelling. Oh,
All right,
no.
sorry, mate. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm trying to do 4 things at once, so I
Nah,
missed
you're
you.
good. You're good.
Good to
You're
see you,
good.
buddy.
Yeah, good to see you. Excited to be here tonight.
Yeah, you got a little bit of background hiss going on. That's just thought I'd mention that. So,
Sounds like you're in the shower.
are you in the shower? Is it raining in your room? Oh, there you
Better
go.
now?
That's much
Yeah,
better.
Yes,
it's my
much
computer
better.
fan.
So the kinetophone used wax cylinders and matched them to images on silent film, and was all the rage at the time. All the rage. There you can see now. This look at that. Look at that technology.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how he had to do it.
They had to be very
Play into it,
horny,
yeah.
and 2
No.
men had to dance together whilst recording. That was obligatory, I believe. So the kinetophone was very popular at the time. It had a few rivals there. Famous people like these guys, whoever the hell they are, were. were this is I don't know who they were, but they used to record stuff for the kinetophone specifically, and then those would go out and be seen out. But then we have our sound on film was introduced, so the actual film stock recording the sound, and we have our first candidate for worst music video of all time is Al Jolson in blackface.
Memmy.
Mama,
We get him cancelled these days. People get him
Although the
cancelled.
best part though is he was never a racist. That's the best part about it.
That's true, he wasn't. And he had some
was this-
some demographic ways of protecting himself too.
It was a style at the time.
Yeah. So this is from A Plantation Act in 1926, which he then later on made the Jazz Singer movie, but he'd made these shorts on film before, which I find highly amusing. But you'd also get Bessie Smith, which was the one and only time I think she was ever captured on film doing St. Louis Blues. And these were little things that they'd send out sometimes before the main features as well. They would just be played at the beginning. Yeah, you have then on the Vitaphone, Phil Spitalny and his musical queens. And funnily enough, they were women, not men, which I think is important to note. There you go. You see, this guy knew how to even the odds out for getting laid. But the fact he's got no legs is a bit of a problem.
There's a spirit.
Yeah. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
You ain't got no legs. So things moved on. Then they had what they called in the 40s, 30s and 40s, the soundies. The soundies were they were on what was it called? A Panoram. That's it. Panoram video jukebox.
Oh,
Right
man.
back. We're talking back in the 30s and 40s here. Imagine. I see. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful piece of machinery.
The
And it
old
was
radiation king almost.
the radiation king, and it probably emitted more radiation than the average black
And it
hole.
was only 10 cents, too.
10 cents for a soundy.
Yep.
I
You know
guess
what
you
you can
could-
buy for 10 cents nowadays?
Nothing. And the oh, that one just got blanked out. That's a shame.
Oh,
Because they used naked women or near naked women to promote them. Of course they did. But you got
Yeah.
stuff on there like Duke Ellington, Dorothy Dandridge, Gene Krupa, Cab Calloway, Minnie the Moocher were on the soundies. And a lot of these still
Oh.
exist. You can actually, I think Kino Lorber have got entire collections of these where you can get them and watch them. These are really very, very early music videos in a sense. There's Gene Krupa having a roll on the skins. And as you know, so they moved on a little bit later in the TV era. They introduced these Snyder telestriptions. I mean, I'm not doing any justice to any of these formats because they've all got their own extensive history. But the telescriptions were taking. They made a lot of short musical films, literally to put on TV for fillers or variety shows or whatever. And again, they had their Cab Callaways and Mel Tormé. Peggy Lee. That's who Peggy Lee did a lot of stuff for those. There was dozens of these as well. A lot of these still exist, and were quite popular at the time.
I can see why Peggy Lee was popular.
Well, Peggy Lee, I like Peggy Lee. She was an outstanding woman. And then you've got Lionel Hampton, who always liked. He had good vibes. Lionel Hampton. So these all led up to the late 50s and early 60s, where we got, in France, particularly the Scopitone, which made short color musical films. So back to the panorama.
Seizures from those?
Yes, you could get seizures. You could be seized for watching these. Mainly, of course, as they suggest. And Italy had their own version. But the French one, there's the Cinebox was the Italian version. So these were color, though. I remember seeing a lot of these films on television as well. They used to play them on TV sometimes. But there's Johnny Halliday and other Francois Hardy, Serge Gainsborough. They all made these, and they're kicking around on YouTube. You can see them. Sylvie Vartan, all good stuff.
Staying alive.
Staying alive. And then when it reached the US, you'd have Neil Sedaka made one, Calendar Girl. I don't know what he saw in the girls in this. Really don't.
I see a couple of things.
I see a couple of things. Dionne Warwick, Nancy Sinatra, Boots Are Made for Walking. If you ever watched that with the Go-Go Girls, that was an American version of a Scopitone. Scopitone. Then we reached the era of the 60s and rock. And lots of bands like the Beatles who couldn't be arsed going out on tour anymore and certainly didn't want to appear in 10 different shows promoting a single, started to make little films to promote the stuff. There's the Paperback Writer Rain one. There's not Magical Mystery Tour, Strawberry Fields Forever, Penny Lane. I was knocked out when I first saw these years later. I thought, oh my God, I didn't know the Beatles had made these. You know, they're incredibly well-made little films. But they would count as music videos today. Other bands were making stuff too, the Stones, the Kinks, the Who, you name it. A lot of them were straight-to-camera performances, though. The Beatles actually tried to make little films out of them. And then videotape itself came in, and you started to get things like Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, which is a very deceptive video because 90% of it is just the band standing there playing. It's only the middle bit where they used a few video effects to do stuff. So still famous to this day, of course. And then MTV arrived. And an earlier promo of MTV invented by Michael Nesmith, or funded by Michael Nesmith of the Monkees, of course, but then it became MTV in I think this was Pop Tunes or something, but MTV came in and
Back when it was music.
it was music, and it exploded. So low budget stuff went to bigger and bigger budgets, more and more effects. Everybody had to have a video. And I think that was exciting times. I used to love that. It was great. So MTV, everything exploded till they stopped showing music. There's the Buggles, first one played. What was the second one played? Was it Pat Benatar? I can't remember now. And then the rest is history. It soon became de rigueur that you
If I'm
had to
not
have a video.
mistaken, MTV closed with Video Killed the Radio Star, correct?
It may have. Yes, probably did. And because of that, you ended up getting your great stuff, your thrillers. I mean, all the Madonna videos that were popular, whether you like them or not, Duran Duran, Michael Jackson, they've all got their stinkers and their good ones, but they really, the video industry just went huge. I mean, I had VHS tape after VHS tape of music videos. It was Pat Benatar, then Cliff Richard. Cliff may get a mention today. So that was the kind of the history that led us there. And of course, being history, things can always go badly wrong.
Oh, they can. Oh,
Things
wow.
can go badly wrong. Let me just, we'll be showing some videos. We're going to try and play some clips of video as we go, but we'll do the real stuff when we get over to Rumble. You Better Run by Pat Benatar was the second one, yeah. Video came, as Davina says, Video Killed the Radio Star came from a little earlier than MTV actually existed, but it was the ideal starting point, and I love that song. Trevor Horn, really great producer. So let me entertain you. What we're going to do then is we're going to go around the houses and we're all going to start throwing some picks in. And as we go in the panel and as we go in the chat, we'll be trying to determine, we want to pick 5, 6, maybe 7 or 8 of the worst, so we can play them in full. Otherwise, we'll have to be ruthless here, rough and toothless. Let's start with Psy. We'll go in clockwise order and see start with Psy. So Psy, you suggested quite a few good ones. Where shall we begin in this court? And we have to talk a little bit about why it's a bad one. So let's start with, because you proposed quite a few.
Yeah, I didn't know how many I was supposed to, so I was like, I'll just throw out.
Well, 3 or 4 is usually good, but you've given me about 10 or 12. But I think we might start with the one.
I give you 11.
11. So let's start with the one that was top of your list.
Yeah, the top of the list.
Top of the list. And this band has got a few contenders. Let me just recall up the images and I'll be able to show the one we're talking about.
Yeah,
so
and this one was in the intro that you played.
It was. So,
I was like,
ooh. So we're going to talk show on stream. We're going to talk Kiss and Lick It Up.
Oh, look at that.
So principally speaking, is this a bad video because Kiss just looked terrible without makeup, or is it bad in other ways?
It's mostly because they look bad, but also I hate this song.
All right, so this is bad song, bad video.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Kiss fan. I like some of their songs, but this is one of the songs that I can't stand this freaking song.
Who let their sister in on the right?
That's right. I mean, what? And what is Gene Simmons having some kind of stroke? I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but this video, when you watch it, and we'll call up a little bit of it without audio, just so we can truly savor the horror of this. It's as close to a Canon Films, I think.
She's more masculine looking than Paul Stanley.
It could be Cyborg. I mean, you can see this as being a Cyborg inspired video.
Yeah, so once they show up, you're like, oh.
It's got a lot of hair, says Davina. Yes.
I'll bet you there's a lot of hair.
They just don't look photogenic as guys. They're just not photogenic. And bands had to learn how to perform to the camera, and they're not actors. Much as some musicians love to be actors, they're not actors. This is definitely a Death Wish 3, Death Wish 4 vibe to it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned Kiss Meets the Phantoms.
Yeah.
Remember the huge Kiss fan friend I used to talk about?
Yes.
He actually wanted me to make a version of that movie that was like all the different cuts put together.
Oh, wow. The ultimate cut.
Yeah, and it was like I got about halfway through. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah. So I'd say that's a pretty strong contender for being. Is it in the worst of the worst?
I wouldn't say the worst of the worst, but it's up there.
Taking the makeup off was bad.
Gene looked
Yeah.
like Private Pile from Full Metal Jacket. Just clip on the ad for a narration for the audio, and it's a Chud documentary. Yeah.
Oh,
Is it worst of the worst? And I'll say, and I'm going to say that because is it worse than the next one that I had for Kiss, which is Psycho Circus?
oh, this is a bad one too.
I think Psycho Circus is worse than Lick It Up. And by the way, anytime a music video has anything to do with circuses in it, it's automatically bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard there was a
So,
lot of trouble on this production for this album.
have we got?
Also,
we,
yeah, stealing 18 from Alice Cooper blatantly.
Sure.
Yeah, and but it's got all the dated hallmarks of early computer graphics use.
Oh, You know,
Oh,
this reminds you of that one bad Saxon video.
Yeah, and it's and it's got the overuse of that stuff, which is like, but it's what the fast forward button was invented for. You know, just gotta
that's what
get
the
through.
stop button was invented for,
Stop
Brian.
button. I mean, this really lowered the bar successfully, I think so. Look at that. I mean, it's a
First-
psychedelic fever dream.
First edition Photoshop right there.
First edition Photoshop. So I think this one, more than Lick It Up, would belong in the worst of the worst. Can I have a view from the panel and the chat?
They're both
Should
pretty
we-
bad.
They're both pretty
Yeah.
bad.
I like this song a little bit better than Lick It Up, but yeah, the effects, the really dated effects on this are
bad.
pretty horrendous. Yeah.
I've
I
put
would
it in.
say the first one, just because in this one, Kiss is still Kiss, right? They don't
Yeah.
look like the first step in a gender transition.
Okay, so we'll put both of them in the worst of the worst, but we're going to have to be more rough and toothless as we go forward. So they're both in the worst of the worst for playing later.
My
hope
vote is
Your vote is put them in. Yeah, there's lots of psychedelic VAD videos. We're never going to get them all today, but I just like that. This one is one of the most canon-like ones, though. Look it up. So, that was Sai's first choice. So then we're going to slip round to Dr. Michael Jones for a choice. What shall we have, that Michael, from your list? Yeah, the shorter list, of course. How about Duran Duran's Planet Earth?
All right, go for it.
So
Krypton.
let's throw up an image. Duran, Planet Earth. Oh, well, there it is. So this is just and again, this is early, and that's their first hit as well. I actually had this sounding single.
Right. I expect Simon Le Bon to just see his dad, and his dad says, "My son, I am your father, Jor-El."
It's a Superman in the ice castle, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Eclay's here as well. Good to see you, buddy.
Krypton.
So thoughts on Planet Earth? Shall we show a little bit of it while we're Michael?
Could you
Planet
remove
Earth.
the chat? It's kind of blocking the screen a little bit for me, at least.
Which chat? Sorry. Oh, the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing.
Oh, Read by Nature. Sorry. Yes. So nothing too bad here. They're just miming to camera as you would expect, and then there's the background.
It's just generic 80s.
Yeah. Is it really bad, or is it just bad because it was 80s?
I don't know. It's everything the 80s represent,
That's right. Well, look at that. Yeah. The wind machine is going.
All right.
It's like a poor man's Bowie.
I know don't hate this. I don't think it's bad.
I think it's an example of the 80s ethos, absolutely. But the part of that is the fashion.
Yeah,
Simon Le Bon's trousers, for instance.
like a pirate.
Oh, here we go. This is where it gets really bad.
Uh,
More cheesy than bad, though. It's not a good video, says Davina. It's
Why do they all kind of look like Rachel from Blade Runner?
Yeah, true. That was Duran Duran though.
Yeah.
They got yeah.
A band with 3 tailors in it, and none of them related.
I didn't know that. I thought 1 or 2 of them were.
Oh, were they? Were 2 of them brothers? I thought they all thought they were unrelated, but that
Yeah, that's
could be wrong.
possible.
I always thought Roger Taylor of Queen should have joined them. They would have had 4 tailors, including 2 Taylor drummers. Then that would have been perfect. Just call themselves the Taylors. Anyway, I don't think it's the worst of the worst.
No, I just thought it was corny.
It's a little bit corny, yes. Not the worst of the worst, though. So
I'd put in the generic category if I was to vote on it.
Davina's
Yeah,
suggesting. Go ahead,
Sorry.
Si.
no, I'm going with Davina. Like, it's not a bad video, just not a good video. It's middle of the road.
Davina's mentioning Simply Dead and Hold Me by the Ears, which is
But I would say this.
Gay pirate clothing.
I mean, if you were comparing it to Kiss, I would say this one is worse than the first video, but better than the second. I'd
So
put
it's
it
I
in,
disagree
hovering.
I disagree with that.
because I mean that
Yeah.
last Kiss video was just trash.
Well, Lindsay's saying it's not it's no Rio, but it's not the worst video that she's seen.
The only
So
reason it's not bad is because at least Duran Duran is showing their style. Kiss changed their style for the worst. So that's why that one with Lick It Up is terrible.
here's Wild Boys, which is possibly a contender for being worse than
What
Planet
in
Earth.
the hell is that?
Yeah, what is this?
This is from Wild Boys, Duran Duran. So
Is that a puppet or that CGI?
it's CG, it's early computer graphics again. So so let's see if we can call that
Hold
up.
on now, hold on. Well, you know what's more sad? Is that every Bethesda character looks just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, still to this day, yeah.
With the
Yeah, it's
women?
actually better than most video games.
And the
models.
women. The women were worse than that. So I may have had Duran Duran and the Wild Boys. I think it's the Wild Boys video. I might be wrong.
Not the worst thing I've seen.
So I'm going to leave it up to the proposer. Does Planet Earth go in the worst of the worst?
I mean, if you're comparing it to Kiss, then I would say no. I'd say Kiss, both of those videos. I think the first Kiss video was that bad. It's that second one. I still think the second one is the worst of them all.
Yeah, I would have
we
kept
watched.
Lick It Up out of the worst of the worst and
Yeah.
just kept
Because you're
Psycho
right,
Circus.
it does have that canon feel to it. I mean, it's got
Yeah.
good-looking women. It's like the effects aren't horrible.
Yeah, Psycho Circus was just nuts.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I would say that's the
Like-
worst. Psycho Circus
Yeah.
is the worst we've done.
So
so
let's
far.
take. I've got other things in the worst of the worst, but some of those might come out of there. Let's take Lick It Up out, but leave Psycho Circus in. So I'm thinking we're not putting Planet Earth in.
Yeah.
You know, because
I
it's okay. We're talking about the worst of the worst here of all time. Is it the worst of the worst of all time?
No. No.
Possibly
it's just,
Mike. Yeah,
It's just generic.
possibly Michael's second choice would be in there, but we're gonna have to race through these a bit faster because it's just yeah. So let's come round to Disciple then.
Oh, which ones did you pick? Which ones have you selected that I?
So you
proposed?
mentioned a couple. Oh, hang on.
Sorry, I missed
There's
the
a
last
really
minute. I got
bad
a phone
Saxon
call.
one.
Did
that
you ask
I-
a question, Brian?
You can.
No, I'm saying I missed the last minute because I had to take a phone call. What did you say?
We took Kiss Lick It Up off the worst of the worst. But we left. We're now going to. Oh, here it is. Sorry. We're now going over to Disciple. Well, Disciple mentioned a couple of interesting ones. Do you mind if I cherry pick them?
No, go ahead. There is a bad Saxon one that came out in their later era where they had
Yeah.
the really bad CGI,
All right.
like
well,
Iron Maiden's one.
we
That
may
was
not-
horrible.
there was one on your list really caught my eye, and I think
Okay.
it belongs on the worst of the worst, and it is Men Without Hats
Oh,
Oh
and the
no,
Safety Dance.
I'm shooting this one down already.
I,
This one's
listen,
okay.
I like. Listen, the song is good. The music video is just pure cheese.
The
Oh, it's
Safety
classic.
Dance.
This is a classic video.
Is
I
it
love
Safety Dance though? Is it Safety Dance, or is it
Just-
not?
Just the elf in the
At
background.
least the song saves it, and the Weird Al parody makes it even better.
The Disciple. Here we go. Men Without Hats.
You can dance if you want to.
Into. I can't. I've got the
The
volume.
best part
as
is,
off
hold
as
on, hold on. If you go back, you can see all like the power lines in this video.
I mean,
Yeah.
how can you hate Warwick Davis? I mean, no, I know that's
You
not.
can't. You know, you can't hate him. That's true.
It's probably an Oompa Loompa though.
It's a, hang on.
Things they will never find, and we can act like we come from out of this world.
That's all we can get. But yeah, this bit is particularly it's I think looks like to me an old Doctor Who from the 80s, the 70s or 80s. Great song.
They're
Love
shooting
the
on
song.
tape though. That's no, they did shoot on tape on the outdoor scenes.
I do love the song.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anybody?
I think the previous four are worse.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. So Safety Dance is we're going to give it a pass because it's just
Cool.
pure joy. It's joy and fun.
Yeah, the song saves it, and the song's corny
Yeah.
in itself, so maybe maybe
Right.
that saves it. I am gonna have to find that really bad Saxon video.
You have to. So
Maybe it's because the lead singer resembles Matt Smith. That's why you're getting Doctor Who vibes.
it could be.
Resembles.
I've always enjoyed the song though. I have to say so.
oh yeah,
So
it's a good song.
we're keeping that out of worst of the worst. So I think we're now going to go around to me, and I'm going to get a choice. And I didn't pick too many off the top of my head. I've got 5 on my list, and whether we'll get to them or not, I don't know. So we probably would have needed 20 hours to get to them all. So I'm going to see if I can pick the real worst one. Okay, I'm going to go for what could be absolutely the worst one, which is Thor and Anger.
Oh,
Possibly the worst metal video ever made. Could be. Partly because of its dated use of effects, but effects that make you want to you get a headache watching it. This song gives you a headache when you watch it. So Thor, Anger, make sure the audio's off. Play the video. This, I don't know if anyone's there, and maybe not everybody's even seen this. This is, look at him fondling his balls there.
Is this shot
I
on
haven't seen this.
videotape?
It's shot on probably 8
Like a
millimeter
Panasonic
silent.
shoulder video camera?
Yeah, but look at the effects. Just I mean, that makes me want to puke when I look at that. Actually, it's mind control. It makes me want to assassinate people.
Looks like outtakes from his snuff film.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And then it goes into this section, which is
Yeah, but Thor is great though. The
the
band.
music's
Yeah.
fine, but I'm actually going to nominate this as worst of the worst.
That one is pretty bad.
I think it's pretty poor.
Nah, I'm not gonna put it up there.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
like
So that
it.
early He-Man test footage, yeah.
I mean, just the video quality is horrible. Like they didn't even get the green screen right.
No,
on
I
it.
mean, I know this is an old posting and it's probably like 480 or less, but it's pretty poor. It's just the overuse of effects. Nothing wrong with the song. I still think it belongs in the worst of the worst, in my opinion.
I mean, quality-wise, it's the worst.
So I'm gonna, because I'm running the show, I'm gonna put it in worst of the worst. So we'll move on from that one. I hope the cheap cosplay of Kane from Legacy of Kane. So let's move on to the next victim. We're back to Psy. I'm going to make a suggestion because we all know it's going to be in there. Billy Squire,
Oh,
Rock Me Tonight. An example of how one music video can destroy an entire career.
yeah.
How many people were fired after this?
Is that Richard
All of
Simmons?
them.
Richard Simmons. That's exactly the effect he was
Went
going
into
for.
the oldies.
I think he might have sacked himself after this one. You're fired. He looked in the mirror and said, "You're fired. Never do this again.
You're done. Get out.
You're done. Get out." So I think I've already got this in the worst of the worst because that's where it belongs. Billy Squire, "Rock Me Tonight." The bit that I was in the montage of him ripping his t-shirt off, I think, is the peak of this video. What was he thinking?
God, what is? Jeez.
Oh my
What was
god!
he-
Is he sleep on?
What was he thinking?
Whoa. Is he,
I don't know what he was thinking of. So it's.
oh, this
I'm
is
assuming
bad.
no one will disagree with putting it in the worst of the worst.
I know all there is to know about the crying.
And it's sure that these guys were forced into what was basically acting roles, I mean, I dance better than that, and I can't dance.
Yeah, dance like your elbows are glued to your body like this.
Yeah,
Something tells me they probably had very little say on these music videos. You probably had some.
I think you're right.
You probably had some really. Well, that could lead into mine when we get there.
He's just
When we
having a
get to
bad.
my time up round.
Yeah,
He's just
but
having a bad reaction to it.
yeah. Whereas, and it's not a bad song, but
I think there was a very happy producer with this one.
I mean, Richard Simmons was exactly right. So I think this is a definite worst of the worst. There's no question about it. That's where it is. That's where it's going to.
I have to expect David Letterman to come out and start bullying him.
Yeah,
You know.
he should be bullied. So I'm sure the chat will agree. That's roll around like you're having a
Yeah.
stroke, says the
Right.
director. So let's move on to Michael, who suggested another one, which is another great song, but possibly a video that you would regret later, and that is Depeche Mode's
Oh,
"Leave
this
in
one's-
Silence."
This one's bad.
It's just various images from it, and we will play a bit. So tell us about this one, Michael.
Well, Depeche Mode, I would say from like 81 to 87, their music videos are just really hit or miss. I mean, they had some really bad ones. When I was in high school, I bought like a Best of Depeche Mode music video collection. This one was so bad it wasn't even on it. There's a few of these that are just kind of hidden, that are just, I mean, this seems like I don't know how to describe it, like a kid's film mixed with it's like whoever directed this video, I don't know what they came up with in the script writing process, because it's like one part of it is just them banging on stuff.
Well, this is them
No,
on the what do you call those things? Space hoppers.
Yeah, and I mean,
The space hopper stuff is particularly weird.
it's, the dress, just the color scheme reminds me of the Wiggles a little bit. I mean, it's just,
What era was this? This was
1982, A Broken Frame.
82, right? Which is a great cover. We've talked about how great that cover, the cover
Yeah,
of that
won an
was.
award. I mean, I sent you a picture of him doing Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Those pictures. And,
Yes. Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
It's the
just not-
technology again. It's look at all this great new technology we've
I would
got.
say it's more the production though, because I mean, you had some really good videos coming out at this time, but I mean, it's just, all right, we're going to make all four of you different colors.
So I'd be tempted to put this in the worst of the worst.
This one is pretty bad. And I think if you asked Depeche Mode, they would say this is one of their worst videos. I mean, they're self-aware of it.
Let's add it to the worst of the worst then, so we can watch it all later.
Oh, it's so
Thank you for that one. So now we're back around to Sai. Oh, Sai, you had so many.
Yeah.
You suggested so many. Pick another. I've got a couple that you put on there I wasn't aware of that are really, well, three that I wasn't aware of. At the bottom of the list. There's Gary Young, Candlemas, and Dollar Mendy.
$1 Mendy. Oh, that's a song that a friend showed to me a long time ago. He said just go on YouTube and look up Indian Power
Right.
Rangers.
Okay, so we're not just picking on we're a diverse show. We're not just picking on
Yes, we're
white
not.
single straight men here. We're going to pick on everybody. So
We're
we're
gonna go
going to
all the way
show
to the other end of the world.
yeah, we are going to pick on people
Hold
from the
on.
Indian subcontinent. This is Dalor Mendy and
Yes.
Tunak Tun. I know nothing about it until you mentioned it to me, but it appears
Yeah.
it's got a reputation.
Yes, it does. Like I said.
Yeah, so you can only appreciate this if you're actually watching it, and I think it might be in the worst of the worst. So where have I put it? Dollar. Michael. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. So this
Oh,
this is again. It's this is in the what were they thinking?
Yeah, what were they?
It's kind of like
And upon watching it, it's more like Indian Planeteers.
yeah. Again,
What
You know how you take care of this video real quick, right? Put it in a train yard.
put in a train yard. And it
And what
becomes
did
a
he
train
say?
wreck.
Sulu dip you in tar.
Sulu dip you in tar, yes. So I think it's only fair that we have stuff from around the world. I just don't want to pick on the
Did they film this at IBM headquarters? Or something?
IBM headquarters,
No, that was Microsoft.
Microsoft headquarters. Yeah. Lots of green screens right now. Look, this man's a total boss. He wears green with a green screen behind him.
Yeah.
Total boss move. I
So
love
it means it's
that.
probably a blue screen then, right?
Yeah,
These are the same
probably.
guys who did the Christmas album. I'm going to have
It's
to
probably
look
all
for
they
that.
could afford.
Davina, I've got a large budget, and they're paid for by my nephew who's never used. I'm going to use it by paying my nephew who's never used Photoshop. I wish I could get rid of
Basically,
the
this was
sidebar.
done after watching Adobe After Effects photo tutorials. You know?
Yep.
So I think that's for me. I think that belongs in the worst of the worst.
Yes.
That is one of them.
So that's where that one is going. It's going into the worst of the worst.
Right into the Ganges River.
Right into the Ganges. Get kicked right in the Ganges there. So that's a bit of diversity for us. Moving around to Disciple. I know there's one other one in here which is I believe belongs in the worst of the worst.
Do
But
you
we'll
want to
talk
do
about.
a substitute real quick?
Well, I substitute the next one.
Okay.
We're never going to get through all of these. I just realized we don't have time to do all this
yeah,
shit.
then
But anyway,
we don't even have to do it. It
Yeah.
was just some more bad CGI.
well, we've got a lot of that already. But we'll talk about it when we get onto Rumble. We can talk about some of the ones we missed. But the one I wanted to include that you included is one a lot of people include, which is Yes, Owner of a Lonely Heart. Which, for a progressive rock band, was perhaps a step too far in this video. It progressed into what the fuck were they thinking? Or what was the
The
director
song is-
thinking?
Song is great, but the music video, they're just standing in a house. They look like the set off of like Captain Kangaroo or something, and they're just
Well, it's got all the animal morphing stuff. It's got the the section I had in the montage of silence. Like there's no music for about 30 seconds. in the video.
His pupils are dilated. He's on
Pupils
coke.
are well dilated. Everyone was on coke, including the director of this one.
Right.
I think even the lizard there was on coke.
Uh,
They probably snorted coke off the lizards, what probably happened.
Probably. A lot of people talked about Yes, owner of a lonely heart. I'm trying to find where I actually put it. Because I had some Asia as well, but did I not bookmark it? Oh, there it is.
That's in mine.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
There you go.
Great opening riff, though, as we all know. But then it just goes into this weird. Everything they had to make. It's like they had to make a movie all the time. Yeah, there's one with them all standing in a computer graphics house. But
That's the one I'm
one-
thinking of.
This is the one I think of. So I think both of the Yes ones probably deserve to be in the worst video. I just think it's pretentious and overblown.
You couldn't have had like a guy like breaking up with his like girlfriend and like walking around sad. It fits the
Yeah.
song.
I tell you what, we'll look for the other one and put it in the worst of the worst. But let's. I think this belongs in the worst of the worst. So I'm putting it in there now. Hope nobody objects too much. So is that back round to me?
Yep.
It is. Okay, I've got I've got a couple of good ones. I think I can't avoid it. We're going to have to do this one. And I know that Disciples got a Judas Priest one as well, but I have the one I picked for Judas Priest was Hot Rockin', which features the band topless in a gym with some questionable moves from Rob Halford. And in a sauna and whatever. And I think,
Hey, he was high out of his gourd at this point in his career.
yeah, so Hot Rockin' by Judas Priest is one of my choices. Let's.
And it's a horrible song to boot.
Yeah, it's. Now, this bit of the video is particularly disturbing. He's going
That's not homoerotic at all.
There's
No, what are you
nothing
talking about?
homoerotic about this one.
He kind of looks like that one creep. What's his name? The one who was a pedophile. Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile. He's got a bit of the Savile there, but I mean, Rob is obviously not that kind of guy, I don't believe, but and he's certainly.
No, I'm not saying that. He just kind of reminds me of
It's
him.
the Jimmy Savile look a little bit, yeah. But the rest of the band are like bricklayers, look like guys that have just come off the building site for the day, and like not their comfort zone. And it's a bit. I don't know.
Yeah, this one isn't too bad, man.
Not the worst of the worst, then.
No,
Yeah,
that
but
first,
if you knew the song, it's bad.
I just think the opening sequence in the gym is a bit like, Rob, could you just hide it a little bit, maybe?
No, it's kid there wearing an Iron Maiden shirt.
And now he's
like
on.
it's like it belongs in that YMCA sequence.
Yeah, and now he's on fire. It's a YMCA.
Oh,
He's flaming.
He's flaming. Could you make it any more obvious?
I mean,
Hey, look at that. An
correct
Iron
me if-
Maiden shirt in a Judas Priest video.
So correct me if I'm
Put that
wrong.
out.
The lead singer is gay. I don't
Oh
know.
God,
Yes.
Rob's great, but
Yeah.
he's a great. I mean, I love
really?
Rob
Could you
Halford.
tell?
I love him.
I-
Could you
I-
tell? How could you tell?
I don't know.
Oh.
So, what was the one you picked, Disciple? It was a different Judas Priest.
You Say Yes. Same album.
Was it You Say Yes?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Don't Go.
Yeah, it was. Was it Don't? Yeah, it was Don't Go.
It's Don't
yeah,
Go.
yeah,
Yeah. So you picked out a Judas Priest as well. So I think we're
Yeah.
just saying Hot Rockin' is bad, but it's entertaining, so it's not worst of the worst. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
So Don't Go is a victim of computer graphics and video effects overload.
You
As
could say
oppo-
it's a victim of changes.
Victim of changes. Oh, nice one. So Don't Go.
And it's a bad song, too.
From Point of Entry, of course. So you get lots of just sitting in a computer kind of box. It's weird.
Yeah, this one looks worse.
And then is it so bad that it's worst of the worst, or is it just like,
I think
We
it's-
give it our
it gets
best
bad.
shot.
It gets really bad.
we gave it our best shot of rabbits, the white rabbits. So that's Alice through the Looking Glass. Then that's what we're getting.
It's got a Pink Floyd almost.
Oh, this is bad.
yeah, I would give the nudge to this one being worse than the other
I
one.
think it's worse than Hot Rockin'.
And that mustache, Rob.
Oh,
And this kind of weird spaceman thing. Okay, I think we're putting this in the worst of the worst.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We will revel in that one later. So that was my choice out of the way there. We'll nip round again to. We're back to Psy.
Ah, back to me.
So let's see on your list that you gave me. Is there another favourite that you'd like to mention? Because you did give me 11. We'll never get through them all.
Ooh,
Come
I'm
on.
trying to think of one.
Which one do you think is the absolute
really
worst?
bad? I mean, I'm looking at the list. There's two right off the bat. Either the REM one or the U2 one.
What's the
Okay.
U2 one?
The U2 one is Lemon.
Yeah, that one is pretty.
Oh,
I wonder
Yeah.
what Tim thinks of this in the chat, because he's like, lemon, the lemons.
A man makes
I
a
wish I
picture.
could get rid of this freaking sidebar so big on this.
It's a great song,
Yeah, and it's not about bad songs. It's about videos that are perhaps more questionable.
though.
So let's take a quick look at some lemon. Did the lemons get
Man.
squeezed in this one? Well, you know. What era is this?
It's 93.
93. So they should be over the worst of their video effects thing.
Apparently
No,
not.
this is when they started getting all hipstery and
Yeah.
I want to know what Tim thinks of this. Discotheque's an odd video, but I like that video for Discotheque.
I think
Man.
Zootopia, the album this is on,
And I like,
is their first experimental
yeah, it was.
CD.
I love the video for is it The Sweetest Thing? The U2 song, the sweet, when they're in the back of the car. That's a nice
I just
video.
don't like the close up of Bono.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's horrible.
I don't think it's. I mean, I don't like that look, but there's a Jailhouse Rock pastiche. I actually don't think it's necessarily the worst of the worst. I find it very difficult to watch though, because of just the colors and the black and white and the cell.
Yeah.
It looks like they're in that thing in Star Trek at the Next Generation. What do they call
Yeah,
that?
they're-
room?
The
The
holodeck
holodeck.
Holodeck, yeah.
that somebody hasn't switched it on yet.
U2 and the holodeck, yeah.
I don't think it's the worst of the worst.
No. It's,
It's
pretty
poor.
bad, but
It's
But-
U2, so it's automatically the worst of the worst in my book.
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
So, Sai, it's up to you.
I mean, personally, for me, it's bad, but is it the worst of the worst? Probably not.
Probably not. Okay. Well, we certainly had a look at it. What was the other one you mentioned?
With REM,
Oh, Shiny Happy People.
Happy People.
Shiny Happy People.
Oh, I think they did that with
B-52s.
B-52s, right? That one's not bad.
So it's certainly
I don't know about
colourful,
that.
which is a big difference from some of the dour stuff we saw.
I mean,
there,
they filmed it on the set of Pee-wee's Playhouse, but
did they now?
I'm joking. I know they don't.
Shiny Happy People. We'll have a little. It's funny, I was listening to some REM the other day, which was the first time in a long time.
Oh, we didn't include Aqua, Barbie Girl Aqua.
Oh, that's a good song.
So, why does this fit in here for you, Sai? in your opinion?
Because look, I hate this song. I have the opposite reaction to this song.
So it's the song, not the video necessarily, though.
It's kind of a combination of both, because look, it's just some early. What is this? What year is this?
90s, I think, right?
I think 90,
1991.
91.
I mean, I get
Wow.
a children's definitely.
shows.
It's definitely a children's show vibe off it, but I don't think in a bad way necessarily. I mean, I don't particularly enjoy it, but it's nice to see them do something like this as opposed to some of the more political aspects to some of
Yeah.
their videos. You know,
Where's Cowboy Curtis?
where's
Yeah, but every REM fan hates this song.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. Is
I
it
don't
the
know
worst
about
of the worst? I'll throw it open to everybody.
No, I don't think so.
I think the U2 one was worse. This one is just worse to me personally.
I think they both don't belong. I think they both are decent.
I am looking at your list, Sai, and I think there's one that's definitely worse.
Okay, what is
So
that?
we're gonna talk about
Surprise
it.
me.
We're gonna talk about it.
Is it one
Hang
is it
on.
what I think it is?
Well, it was in the.
Yes, I knew
It's
it.
Gary Young and Plant Man, which you also introduced me to. Has anyone
This is
ever
what I
seen
like
this?
to. This is what I like to call music videos I saw on Beavis and Butthead.
Yes. So Plant Man by Gary Young.
Yeah.
Is anybody? I wasn't familiar with this. Anybody else?
Take that as a no.
I think that's a no. So we'll have a tiny clip of it. I think it may well belong on the worst of all time list. It's funny because it kind of cuts straight into it. It doesn't have a.
Man knows that the plants will grow.
God.
Man knows that the plants will grow. Plant
And
Yep,
then
that
he,
goes on the list.
Something tells
Yeah.
me this guy was smoking a lot of plant.
Yeah. A lot of plant was involved in
and
making this
then
video.
and then he goes into this section here.
It's all the same.
So I think this fits the terrible song, terrible video category.
Yeah.
And I think this is automatically in the worst of the worst.
I put it in the category, it sucked, but at least it was short.
But it was short. Let's see.
It's only 2 minutes.
That's the good point. Worst of the worst. There we go. So
I don't think some of mine made it.
one of yours made it.
No.
Depeche
I mean,
Mode.
I had a couple more that I sent.
Did you?
I can tell you.
Name
like
one.
off,
Name one.
Push the Little Daisies by Ween.
I don't remember getting that. Mate.
Oh.
Was it Push the Little Daisies? Did you say?
It's Push.
Oh.
Yeah, that right there. This one's horrible. It's a horrible
That's
song.
bad. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. This one's definitely on there.
Oh, right.
Missed.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I must have missed that, mate. I didn't see it. But
Got another
this-
one too.
So this is. I see. This is definitely going to be worse than the other ones. that
Oh,
you-
the song is horrible.
Oh,
It's like-
yeah.
When you're lying.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah.
Bad
Bad song, bad video.
Ooh.
But isn't Ween supposed to be parody?
Yeah. Is it
It's horrible. though.
intentionally bad? Because if it's intentionally bad, then it's very good.
I don't think it's
'Cause
intentionally.
Isn't Ocean Man
No,
supposed to be
this
a
is-
joke?
It's been true.
Oh,
I'm putting it
God.
on the worst of the worst just because I think it belongs there.
All right, I'm just gonna shoot mine through. I've got two more.
Yeah.
Just super
Let's
quick.
be quick. Yeah.
All right, the second one is "Sex Over the Phone" by the Village People.
Oh, Village People, Sex Over the Phone.
Mm.
And then I got one more. It'll be pretty rapid.
Sex Over the Phone instrumental.
No, it's a music video.
1985 official music video.
This is after they ditched their costume persona.
Is it as bad as Just a Gigolo though?
It's just, it's not them anymore, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
All right, and then the other one is "My Guy" by Yoko Ono.
Oh God.
Well, it's
Poor
Yoko
Satan
Ono, so
has
of
to
course
be
it's
with
going to
Yoko Ono in hell.
Yeah. 6 fucking bullets, not one hits Yoko.
Oh, this video. Yeah,
Why
she's not
couldn't
really
Matt
blind.
Chapman shoot a little more to whatever side
Anything-
Yoko was on?
Yeah, well, it's 6 fucking bullets, not one hits Yoko. Dennis Leary. Anything that has the wall of video with the multiple screens is automatically shit.
It's just the song is absolutely horrible.
The song's horrible. The video's just her sitting there though.
We should have dropped a third and a fourth bomb on Japan.
Oh God. Oh, here we go. There's a bit of her not sitting there.
All right, so
Actually,
that's,
you know what? Never mind. We should have done the land invasion.
Comments are disabled due to lack of respect. It's possible this could be worst of the worst. I'm going to put it in there for now. If we've got time, we'll play it. Right. Thank you for those, my friend. Moving round to Disciple again. Let's see what we've got left for you. Oh, Dawkin.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
one part in particular that's very bad in this music video.
So
And the band Dokken to this day hates it.
breaking the chains, Dawkin.
Great song, but there's a particular
Yes.
scene that's horrible.
Hang on, I got to close that down. There we go.
Silent
Wait,
Mode,
another example of shitty effects being used. If you
and
get into
just
the
shitty
video,
songwriting.
like multiple. Yeah, I've never. This is terrible. Look at it.
Too many Mustangs.
Too many
Tonight on
Mustangs.
NBC.
There's a stain of Mustaines. Yeah, it's kind of just. It's
Hello,
again,
me. I'm kicking your ass. Bip, bip.
I
Yeah,
hate
this
this
is-
era of Megadeth. This is when Megadeth tries to copy Metallica.
Yeah, I just hate the effects in it.
Is this
I
that?
hate Dave
that
Mustaine's
This,
facial
look
hair.
at this. Yeah, is this the worst of the worst?
Yeah, it's up there.
what year was this again?
This was on Symphony of Destruction, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I hate that album. I have so much
Yeah.
hatred for that album because it changed Megadeth.
Now, we've already got a lot of stuff in the worst of the worst. Does it really belong there, though?
Yes, this one does. Just because I hate the song.
For you, then, I'll put it in worst of the worst. I think we've got lots of stuff in there. Now I'm going to move on to one more of my choices, then I've got some extras. Let's see, where did I put mine? I've lost a piece of paper. Good God, what have I done with it? How could that possibly happen?
You listen to Dennis Leary, I see.
It wasn't any of those. The fuck? I had the list of everybody. Oh, here it is. Right, so I'm going to go for a very unusual one. It is Queen's "We Will Rock You."
Ooh.
This, I think, I've always hated this video. Queen had some great videos. Think Bicycle Race. That's a good video.
Yeah.
But then they had this. This was early days of shooting on video, and they're out standing in this fucking freezing cold garden, pretending to play, and it just looks awkward. Which, if you've ever seen this video, it's a fever dream of nonsense.
Hey, everybody, it's music time!
And
Directed
I
by
don't
John
know.
Waters.
Is it John Waters?
Oh no, I'm just saying it looks
Well,
like
it could
John
be
Waters.
though. It could be a John Waters, but it just is. I think, and this is a supposedly progressive rock band. It makes the Yes video look restrained, like very restrained. I think this is a terrible video.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. It's generally always in the worst of.
What the hell is this video about?
Like, no, this bit's okay, but psychedelic fever dream.
Lots
so
of cocaine was made
lots
in
of
this
cocaine.
production.
So I think, especially because in the band who had some serious shit in their day, this is terrible. So I think it belongs in the worst of the worst.
I'll give it a pass just because it's got some hot blondes.
It has hot blondes, but that doesn't always help.
No, that does. That makes
and
everything better.
There's one I've already put in the worst of the worst, which is "Separate Ways" by Journey.
No, you can't do that.
Oh, come on, this is they're playing the fake
not,
instrument.
It's just not memorable.
Oh, I think it's terrible. I mean, it's cheesy and awkward and horrible.
I mean, the song's been overplayed more than anything.
Yeah. I just think it's just an awful, awful video. Like, could they not have come up with something better than this?
Who's the middle-aged lesbian?
Who's the middle-aged lesbian? I don't know. I think this is bad. I don't know what the chat would think, but I think this is terrible.
No, that other one was worse.
All right, so we're going to give Journey a pass, even though it regularly ends up at the top of the lists of worst videos of all time. There's a couple more, I think.
I hate doing it just because I love Journey so much.
Yeah, well, we'll skip it then. So there's a couple more, which were not on anybody's lists, which are regularly mentioned in the worst of the worst. I'm going to play. This one is Crispin Glover. Clowny, clowny, clown.
Oh, clowny clown.
Clowny, clown, clown.
You know, the Cars you might think could get nominated, but the Cars are kind of parody.
So I'm going to leave some of the others for over and Rumble because we gotta slip over to Rumble and X in the next few minutes. So the link is pinned. There are some people over there already. It's Vince and the D-Bird and others. So I'd like and Kitty Bear.
Hit the like button. If you're not, hit the like button and please subscribe because 70s is just a good guy.
Yeah.
He deserves it. So please,
Well,
please
thank you, mate.
subscribe if you haven't. Please.
So we're going to play a few more clips of these. We're going to go over to Rumble now and play some of them in full. that we've
Hey, it's his
mentioned.
David Letterman outfit. You ever see
Yeah.
that David Letterman
That's right.
interview where he almost kicked him in the face?
Yep. So Crispin Glover, nuts guy, and anything with clowns in it is obviously going to be really scary. So let's go over to the Rumble side and we can actually hear some of these in more detail. Thank you everyone that's been on the YouTube side. Hey, Real Way Nation Gaming. Good to see you. So everyone, get over to Rumble. Get over there now. Let's see you all over there. There's 19 people over there watching already. Apparently 44 now, according to Rumble. So I don't know if we can trust that, but get in the chat. Let me know you're there. So we're going to count down to killing the YouTube side. We've got 10 seconds, I think, to count down. Hang on. Let me just play some kind of a video just to send you off.
Back in the old days, there were Johnsons as far as the eye could see.
And what a lovely sight it was.
And you may see some of those over in Rumble. So let's see you all over there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone got the link on YouTube? You're all going over? Yeah. Give it a few more seconds. Vince has posted it again. Please, everyone get over there so we can play these in full. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending on YouTube. Thanks everyone for being on the YouTube side, though. We'll see you over in Rumble and X. We are ending YouTube.